What is going on YouTube? Hit back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at Dudex as well as the current coin market cap. More specifically, in today's video, I want to address some questions that has been brought up to me on my Patreon as well as Twitter, which is it time to go long yet? Is it time to quit the short and start longing the market? Are we expecting to go up even higher than this? $10,000, $11,000, $12,000. I've even been speaking to a lot of people at work who like cryptocurrency too, which is pretty crazy because we are a very big community. I did not realize. And even a lot of them are now switching to long. And I want to give you guys my personal feedback and the way I view the market, because I don't know what you're seeing, and maybe you guys can elaborate and share it with me in the comments down below or on my Patreon. But you can see, looking at the Bitcoin charts, I don't know where this is coming off as a bullish signal in the slightest, so please do let me know. Otherwise, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to spark a conversation, anything relevant to what's going on in today's world, please definitely let me know down on my Patreon below. You can, on my Twitter below, DM me, something like that. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So before we jump into today's video, just really quickly, because obviously it affects everyone and everyone should be aware of this, and if not, hopefully this opens some light to you guys. Just super quick, a quick rant. How do we go from and I have to be careful with what I say because this is on YouTube, and YouTube is extremely left-wing, and we have to be careful with what we talk about because I don't want this video to go down. But how do we go from COVID so quickly into a protest, so quickly into rioting? I am not okay with any of this that has happened, and it all just seems so too good to be true. I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's such a crazy emotional, concept and thing that is going on, and it's so interesting to just watch it pan out. But the looting and the rioting, it's just getting absolutely mayhem, and it's going to get worse. It's just crazy how much into 2020 is happening. It's blowing my mind. This is the first real world craziness that I've actually seen. So definitely let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinion, or DM me on Twitter, because I really would like to discuss this with similar minds or in different minds or different minds, just to hear what everybody's feedback is on what is going on right now. Otherwise, to bring it back into cryptocurrency, sorry about that. As you guys can see, yesterday's video, I said 7 days left for XRP, Ripple, and Bitcoin. What exactly is happening? But you can see clearly in the thumbnail, we are moving back up, retesting the middle moving average, hitting that circled in right here. And there's a very good chance this is going to cap the resistance, or sorry, cap the bullish uptrend, and we're probably going to start correcting down even lower. Now, moving on to the current coin market cap. Top 10 cryptos, this is interesting too. We're really not doing great, except for Cardano, which is, blowing everything out of the water, up practically 20% to the day. And then Stellar's doing quite well too at 9%. But everything else, Bitcoin 0.2, Ethereum 1.5, XRP 3.6, Bitcoin Cash, 2.7, Litecoin 1.4. As you can see, Litecoin, we're really not doing great or phenomenal, or at least from the current coin market cap, there's no signal as to why I would switch bullish just yet. I mean, everything we've discussed and talked about is still in play, and I don't understand where you guys are getting the bullish signals from. So let's start with XRP, then we'll go to Bitcoin. So I can kind of see this one here. This one kind of makes some slight sense to me. Obviously, on the daily right now, we are seeing a bullish cross. I mean, that is a good bullish signal to the price moving up higher. But I mean, we do know that XRP is following the other cryptocurrencies they are all starting to see that bullish run to the upside. But do keep in mind that they are all fairly in sync, and the percentage gain is fairly similar with all the coins. So if we start this here, this is about a 7% jump. We look at we look at Ethereum, and this is, about why did that go up? I'd say about a 7% jump as well, a little bit higher, 10 to 12% jump. We have XRP closer to, let's see, 7%. So you can see what I'm saying is, for the most part, the jumps are not, oh, one goes up 10%, the other one goes up 20%, 25%. For the most part, they are all fairly similar in the percentage gain that they have. So the fact that one starts to move up in volume, most of them start to follow that same pattern. So that kind of answers to me, or answers why we're seeing these bullish movements right now, but I don't think this is going to last. I'd be very shocked, and I could be so completely wrong with this. I'm no financial advisor. I'm no fortune teller, for that matter. I can't predict the future, but I can use what I've learned from the past 3 years of trading cryptocurrency to kind of figure out, based on the similar patterns, what exactly could happen. Now, obviously, this is still a huge sign. This could be breaking bullish. It is definitely possible, but you also have to consider this is a wick. This is today's candle. We could easily reverse right back down below our resistance and start heading lower, and you guys you'd have no idea. But ultimately, it is almost too early right now to invest. It does not make sense to be buying in. You got to be slightly patient. Bam, look at that. Just moving back down here or moving back up here, you can clearly see we've had movements, we've had spikes before. This could have been a pump fake, and I feel like a lot of you guys would have jumped the gun on this, just like how most of you are probably jumping the gun right now, for the exact reason why most people would probably buy in at 30 cents. They'd see the price moving up. You can see moving up here too. They'd buy in right now. Let's say you buy in at 31, and you wait that day. We get higher up. You'd have 2 days now from 31 to 33 cents. Let's say even 34 cents. It goes up to 34 cents. You had 2 days to sell. Nobody could have known, and you can see it. Really, you'd have 1 day, because the following day we tanked all the way back down. So you guys would have bought in right here, closer to 32 cents, 30 cents, and then immediately after, if you did not sell off, you would have lost so much money. And if you thought, oh, well, I'll hold it, it'll go back up, you would have been out so much, like ridiculous. That's why we set up stop losses, because shit like this happens, and you have to be prepared so that you don't miss out on a drop like that. So the same thing applies to here. A lot of people could be buying in now. Oh, well, it's going to shoot up. And it could. It very well could shoot up ever so slightly. But there's a good chance it is going to close all the way back down lower and drop significantly lower almost immediately after. So just play it out. Let's just see. It's too early on XRP side to call it a bullish run right now. Also, if you guys specifically want all my trades for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, definitely make sure to check out my Patreon. We start a new month, tomorrow, so definitely make sure to join in. Definitely, it's pretty cool. Like, if you're new to the channel, we have tons of different stuff on there. I talk about my trades, my stop losses, my limit orders, market orders, my shorts, my leverage trades, everything in relevance to me and how I predict the market, and my, opinions and my trades are on my Patreon. It's a group of now like 112 people, all interested in the same thing you guys are. So it's a great community to learn from others. There's some small group chats in there too that are private. Only, people in the Patreon can get access to that. So definitely make sure to check it out. It is all in the links down below in my description. And it does help support the channel. Huge shout out to everybody supporting me right now. There's definitely going to be some crazy stuff coming up, so you want to make sure you're in that. So to move on to Bitcoin. So here's why, for the most part, I'm fairly confident we're not going to head up higher, or maybe XRP alone is going to head up higher, but I can't see the rest of the cryptos heading up. So there's a clear resistance right here. We're clearly getting rejected from this resistance on Bitcoin. Litecoin's hitting its middle moving average, clearly getting rejected and falling downwards. And then Ethereum, same thing. I mean, yes, it has broken it's been above its middle moving average, but for the most part, it's starting to climb down lower. You can clearly see the resistance here that it's capping right now. I mean, is there more? There looks to be a tad bit more, but for the most part, we are slowing down and we are starting to reverse. So ultimately, I do think this is the top for most of the cryptos. We are coming in overbought on Ethereum right now, and we're also we're not overbought on Bitcoin, but we are getting very closer to seeing that bullish cross potentially on the MACD. There's a good chance it's going to hit the cross, and then instead of crossing over, we're going to reverse downwards. That's what I think. We're going to get rejected from that and swing all the way back down. Same thing goes with Litecoin. Everything is signs of bearish. You can see the resistance is being hit. The middle moving average is being retested. it is slightly bearish to hang out here. I mean, yes, it's bullish that we go up to there. It is predicted that we'll come back up to it because we can't hang out below it forever. But hitting it is a sign of resistance. You know, we've had it since here, resistance. We've had it since here, resistance, resistance. We have not yet seen a bullish cross on the MACD, or sorry, on the middle moving average where the green band swings over the red. All we have right now is a huge gap of indifference where the red band is over the green, and that is the bearish sign. Bitcoin too. I mean, Bitcoin looks good for right now, but I don't think it's going to stay up, mainly when you look at the weekly, and we're looking at these things from a longer perspective. A lot of people are staring at these coins for the 4-hour charts, the 1-hour charts, the daily. Yeah, if you want to trade on the daily charts, go for it. Or if you want to trade on the 4-hour charts, go for it. But you're going to have to, if you want to predict what's going to come next month, the 5 weeks later, you're going to have to look at the weekly charts, get a bigger comparison. When you look at this is what you guys have to understand. The signs show bearish drop. The signs show a D to E completion before we see any big volume come into the market. You also have to consider that we've had candles, we've had wicks that have formed above this resistance in the past numerous times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just right off the bat, 6. So easily. But they end up closing below here. So the sure sign, the biggest sign, if you guys want, if you want to switch bullish, the sign is wait for the candle to close above the resistance, then consider buying in long. But there are 12 days left. That's weird. Can't be 12 days. 12 hours left. Today is Sunday. There are 12 hours left. Sorry, it is literally 7:50 in the morning, but there are 12 hours left. So tonight or later in the afternoon, let's see if we can complete this candle above this resistance. Do I think we are? Probably not. I think we're going to pull back below here. Otherwise, if you guys are interested in learning where I trade and what I'm trading with, definitely make sure to check out Dudex. Dudex is the platform that I use, and I'm probably going to be using this on the channel almost instantaneously, very, very, very soon. My Patreon is all referencing Dudex, so if you have me on Patreon or you plan on signing up, make sure to sign up here. The link is also in the description, completely free to sign up, and they're giving, I think, like up to $70 in free Bitcoin back to you, so definitely make sure to check that out as a sign-up bonus. The cool thing is we're probably going to be breaking bearish on this weekly chart, on the Bitcoin chart here on Dudex. We have a clear resistance hitting this numerous times. I can almost guarantee you we're going to hit here and reject downwards. Maybe we have one more week to close the candle, or we're going to reject down now. But the second I see us break below this uptrend here, which is probably going to happen extremely soon, we're going to dump. We are going to dump, and I'm going to sell short at the price, probably put something in closer to 9,000. Super simple. Quantity, I have leverage trade 10 times, so I can put in whatever is over my available. I need to put more money into this account very soon because I'm fairly low, but I'd put in money, boom, let's say it's that, the notional value right there. It probably won't let me sell short right now because I don't have much of anything in the account, but the second I click sell short as a limit order, it will fill once the price gets closer to 9,000. Complete it, and then as we short down lower, we'll make the money off of that. Otherwise, you can use risk management right here, sell short, and then you can set up a take profit and stop loss. So otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, helps the YouTube algorithm, and follow me on Twitter, CryptoVofficial, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.